Hey everyone, welcome back to If you're passionate about coins, history, or just curious about what makes some pennies more valuable than gold, you've come to the right place. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications for more incredible coin stories. Now, let's get into today's topic. So, what's so special about the 1965 Lincoln penny? On the surface, it looks just like any other penny. It features Abraham Lincoln's profile on the front and the Lincoln Memorial on the back, with the usual copper composition. But let's dive deeper into why this coin can be worth so much. To understand the rarity of this penny, we need to go back to the mid-1960s. In 1965, the United States Mint made some drastic changes to the way they produced coins. This was due to a nationwide coin shortage. To combat this, the U.S. Mint decided to stop adding mint marks to coins for a few years, from 1965 to 1967, to prevent hoarding and ensure a more widespread circulation. But here's where things get really interesting. While most 1965 Lincoln pennies are quite common, a few extremely rare variations and errors have emerged, and it's these anomalies that have caught the attention of collectors worldwide. One of the most sought-after errors is the 1965 penny struck on a silver planchet, which is a blank intended for dimes. You see, due to production oversights during the transition from silver coins to clad coins in the early 1960s, a few mistakes slipped through the cracks. If you happen to find a 1965 penny struck on a silver planchet, you're looking at a coin that could be worth a small fortune. So how can you tell if you have a 1965 penny worth millions? First, check the weight. A standard 1965 Lincoln penny made of copper weighs 3.11 grams. But if your penny weighs around 2.5 grams, you might just have a rare error struck on a dime planchet. This is a huge red flag, and you'll definitely want to have your coin authenticated by a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. Coins like these have made headlines at auctions, selling for tens of thousands, and even millions, of dollars, depending on their condition and authenticity. Collectors are willing to pay top dollar for such rare finds because of their historical significance and scarcity. Now, before you run off to check your coin jars, there are a few other things to look out for. Carefully inspect the surface of your penny for any signs of double die errors, particularly in the lettering or Lincoln's profile. Double die errors from this era can also fetch impressive prices. If you think you have a rare 1965 penny, handle it with care. Avoid touching it with your bare hands, as oils from your skin can damage the coin's surface. Use soft cotton gloves and store your penny in a protective case to keep it in pristine condition. So, there you have it. The 1965 no-mint mark Lincoln penny may seem ordinary, but with a little luck and a keen eye, it could be worth life-changing money. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to share it with your friends who might have hidden treasures lying around. Drop a comment below if you have any unique coin stories or questions about rare coins. 1968, a year of cultural shifts and significant moments. The United States Mint was producing billions of coins to support an economy on the move. But among all these coins, some 1968 Lincoln pennies have become the stuff of legends. And if you have one of these rare gems, you could be sitting on a goldmine. Before we dig deeper into why some of these coins are so valuable, let's clarify what a mint mark is. A mint mark indicates where a coin was produced, D for Denver, S for San Francisco, and no mint mark at all for the Philadelphia Mint. The Philadelphia Mint did not typically place mint marks on Lincoln pennies in 1968, making the no-mint mark version common, but, as always in coin collecting, there are rare exceptions that drive prices through the roof. So, what makes certain 1968 no-mint mark pennies worth a fortune? Well, it's all about errors and condition. Error coins are the crown jewels for collectors, and certain mistakes made during the minting process in 1968 have made some pennies extraordinarily valuable. One of the most sought-after errors is the double die. If the lettering on your penny, like Liberty or In God We Trust, appears to have a shadow or doubling effect, you've struck gold. These errors occur when a die used to strike the coin shifts slightly between strikes. Another major factor is the coin's condition. Coins in pristine, uncirculated condition, graded MS 65 or higher, are exceedingly rare. Remember, even a small scratch or mark can lower a coin's value significantly. Now, let's talk about the jaw-dropping prices these coins can fetch at auction. In recent years, some high-grade 1968 no-mint mark Lincoln pennies have sold for tens of thousands of dollars, while error coins have reached well into the six-figure range. Yes, you heard that right. A small penny could be worth enough to buy a luxury car or even a house. Wondering how to see if your 1968 penny is worth big bucks? Here's a quick checklist. Inspect the coin under good lighting and look for signs of doubling on the lettering. Check the condition. Does it have minimal scratches or wear? Consider getting it graded by a professional service like PCGS or NGC if you think it's valuable. And once you've identified a potential treasure, make sure to store it safely. Use protective holders to prevent any damage, as even minor wear can drastically reduce its value. So, there you have it. The 1968 no-mint mark Lincoln penny may seem ordinary, but it holds a world of possibilities. Whether it's the thrill of discovering a rare error or the hope of finding an uncirculated gem, the hunt is always exciting. Have you ever found a rare coin in your collection? Or do you have a story about a valuable penny? Drop your experiences in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on more coin collecting secrets. Thanks for watching, and happy treasure hunting. 1976 Lincoln penny without a mint mark and wondered if it could be worth a fortune? In this video, we're diving deep into the 1976 no-mint mark Lincoln penny and uncovering the reason some of these coins are valued in the market at eye-popping amounts, even up to millions of dollars. If you're a coin collector or just curious about the potential hidden value of everyday pocket change, you're in the right place. The 1976 Lincoln penny, like most pennies minted in the United States, features the iconic design by Victor David Brenner. On the obverse, or front side, you'll see the portrait of Abraham Lincoln, and on the reverse, the classic depiction of the Lincoln Memorial. Now, you might be asking, what makes a penny like this worth more than a cent, and how could it even reach such extreme values? First, let's talk about the significance of the missing mint mark. In 1976, most pennies were minted in Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. However, if your coin was produced in Philadelphia, it won't have a mint mark. This is standard for coins made in Philadelphia at that time, so a missing mint mark on a 1976 penny isn't automatically a rare or unique feature. What truly sets these coins apart comes down to their condition, any possible errors, and rarity due to unique circumstances. The factors that give a 1976 no-mint mark Lincoln penny extraordinary value include its condition, grading, and specific errors. Let's start with condition. Collectors and investors place a high premium on pennies that are in uncirculated or near-perfect condition. These are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with a grade of 70 being absolutely flawless. If a 1976 penny receives a high grade from a professional grading service, its value could skyrocket. Another aspect that can increase the coin's value dramatically is any minting errors. Errors could include things like doubled dies, off-center strikes, or other unusual flaws that occurred during the minting process. Coins with such errors are highly sought after and can fetch significant amounts at auctions. Now, let's get to the exciting part, the potential market value. While not every 1976 Lincoln penny is worth millions, there have been some record-breaking sales for these coins, particularly those in pristine condition with notable mint errors. Coins with exceptional rarity and a high mint state grade have been known to sell for thousands and, in extraordinary cases, up to $1 million or more. Auction houses and private sales are where these transactions usually occur, and prices can vary significantly based on collector demand and market trends. So, how do you know if your 1976 Lincoln penny is worth more than face value? First, inspect the coin's condition under good lighting. If the coin appears to be in great shape, without much wear or scratches, it could be worth getting it professionally graded. Look for any unusual features, like doubling on the letters or numbers, or any misalignment that could point to a minting error. Remember, professional grading services like PCGS or NGC can authenticate your coin and give it an official grade, which can make a huge difference in the market value. As of now, the coin market has seen an increase in interest in rare and error pennies, partly fueled by collectors who are eager to add these unique pieces to their collections. The value of a 1976 Lincoln penny can vary, but a high-grade, error-free version of this coin is always in demand. It's important to keep in mind that prices can fluctuate based on collector interest, the economic climate, and the availability of similar coins. If you have a 1976 Lincoln penny without a mint mark, don't just dismiss it. Take a closer look at its condition, and consider getting it evaluated. You never know, your humble penny could be hiding extraordinary value, and who wouldn't want to discover a potential treasure in their own collection? If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe for more coin-related content. Also, share your thoughts in the comments below. Do you think you might have a rare penny? We'd love to hear from you. 1977 Lincoln penny with no mint mark, and why it could be worth a fortune in today's market. If you happen to have one of these pennies lying around, stay tuned because what we're about to share may completely surprise you. First, let's talk about what makes this penny so unique. The 1977 Lincoln penny is made from a copper composition. As you may already know, copper coins minted before 1982 contain 95% copper and 5% zinc, making them heavier than the later zinc-based pennies. This metal composition makes the coin more substantial and contributes to its unique characteristics. The no mint mark detail simply means that the coin was minted in Philadelphia, as Philadelphia coins from that era often did not feature a mint mark. So, what is it about this 1977 Lincoln penny that has collectors and numismatists so intrigued? Well, it comes down to a combination of rarity, condition, and special varieties or errors. If you find one in pristine condition or with rare errors, its market value could be exponentially higher than a typical coin. Let's break down the different conditions and the values associated with them. First, we have the circulated coins, which show clear signs of wear and tear. Even in this condition, a well-preserved 1977 penny can still be worth more than face value to collectors, mainly because of its copper content. However, it's the uncirculated and proof-like coins that really catch the attention of serious collectors. These pennies should show no signs of wear and have that original mint luster. In an uncirculated or mint state condition, the value of this penny can be astonishing. For example, a 1977 Lincoln penny in mint state with a grade of MS 65 or higher can easily fetch prices from a few $100s to even thousands, depending on the interest of the collectors bidding for it. And that's just for the regular coins. The more pristine the coin, the higher its potential market value. Now, what about error coins? The world of coin collecting gets even more thrilling when we consider error pennies. Errors could include off-center strikes, double dies, or even planchet flaws, which make these coins extremely valuable. A notable error in a 1977 Lincoln penny can skyrocket the price, sometimes to several $1,000s at auctions. Rare errors like these attract serious numismatists who are willing to pay a premium. One example to highlight is a double die error. This type of error features a doubled image, which can be visible on letters or numbers, and these pennies can be incredibly valuable. Collectors love them because of their uniqueness and the rarity of finding one in the wild. Another important factor to consider is professional grading. Having your 1977 penny graded by a reputable grading service such as PCGS or NGC can significantly increase its value. A coin graded at MS 67 or higher, meaning it is nearly flawless, can be a top-tier find. These grading services provide authentication and assign a grade that gives potential buyers confidence in their purchase, ultimately increasing the coin's market appeal. So, how much is a top-quality 1977 Lincoln penny worth today? Well, coins in exceptional condition have been known to sell for thousands of dollars at auctions, and if the coin possesses an extremely rare error, the price can go up even more. Imagine owning a penny that could be worth tens of thousands or, in some extraordinary cases, even millions of dollars. That's the kind of money that turns a humble penny into a life-changing fortune. Let's also talk about what to look for when you examine your coins. When checking your 1977 penny, be sure to look at the lettering, date, and overall detail. Use a magnifying glass to catch any errors, such as doubling on the inscriptions or other anomalies that could add to the value of your coin. Be careful not to damage or clean the coin in any way, as this can greatly reduce its worth. In conclusion, the 1977 Lincoln penny with no mint mark could be worth significantly more than a single cent. Factors like condition, rarity, and possible errors all come into play when determining its value. Whether you are a seasoned collector or just someone who has a fascination with coins, keeping an eye out for these valuable pennies could be more rewarding than you ever imagined. So, dig through your coin jars, examine those old pennies, and you might just discover a hidden treasure. 1979 Lincoln 1-cent penny, which might just be sitting in your coin jar, unnoticed. But did you know that this coin could potentially be worth a lot more than its face value? Stick around as we explore its current market value and how, in some cases, it could even be worth millions of dollars. First, let's dive into the history behind the 1979 Lincoln penny. This coin was struck at the Denver Mint, which is where the D mint mark comes from. The Lincoln cent, which features the iconic image of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, has been in circulation since 1909. The reverse of the coin features a design of two wheat stalks flanking the words E pluribus unum, which was used until 1958 before being replaced by the Lincoln Memorial. However, in 1979, the U.S. Mint made an important change. The coin's design remained the same, but with the new series of coins, some oddities and misprints started to appear, especially with the 1979 D penny. Now, let's talk about why the 1979 D Lincoln penny is so special. While many 1979 D pennies are worth just 1 cent today, some of them are worth far more. The value of a coin largely depends on its condition, rarity, and sometimes, unique characteristics like errors or misprints. A key factor in determining the value of these pennies is their grade. Most coins that are uncirculated or in excellent condition will fetch a much higher price than those with signs of wear. A common 1979 D penny in average circulated condition may only be worth 10 to 20 cents. But once you get into the high-grade or mint state specimens, the value starts to rise significantly. One of the most interesting things about the 1979 D penny is the possibility of minting errors. There are a few known errors that can make this coin worth a lot more. Some of the most valuable 1979 D pennies have characteristics like double dies, where the design appears to be struck multiple times, causing a blurry or doubled image. These errors can make the coin extremely valuable to collectors. For example, if you find a 1979 D penny with a double die error on the obverse, the coin could be worth thousands of dollars, depending on its condition. There are even cases where rare varieties, such as the 1979 D wide AM and the 1979 D close AM, have been identified, each carrying its own unique value. The wide AM variety, in particular, has fetched prices of over $1,000 in auction houses, while the close AM variety has been known to go for even higher amounts. Let's get into the real numbers. In today's market, the average 1979 D Lincoln penny in circulated condition is still only worth around 10 to 20 cents, with those in uncirculated condition or higher grades reaching prices anywhere from $1 to $5. Now, if you're lucky enough to own a 1979 D penny with a rare minting error, the price can jump significantly. A 1979 D penny with the well-known double die error can be worth anywhere from $100 to over $1,000 in some cases. The rarest varieties, such as the wide AM or close AM, could see even more significant bids, sometimes even reaching the $2,000 or $3,000 mark, depending on the rarity of the specific error and its condition. For the highest grade, uncirculated 1979 D pennies, prices have been known to reach up to $5,000 or more, especially if the coin is graded MS67 or higher by a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. These coins are incredibly rare, and collectors who are lucky enough to find one of these pristine pieces should be ready for some serious offers. So, can a 1979 D penny be worth millions? In most cases, the answer is no, especially if we're talking about the average circulated penny. However, if you find an ultra-rare, high-grade specimen with one of those minting errors or rare varieties, it's not impossible for it to be worth a hefty sum. While it's unlikely that the 1979 D will hit the millions like some other rare coins, there are still opportunities to make significant profits, especially with the right coin and the right collector interested. If you're wondering how to identify a valuable 1979 D penny, here are a few tips. Start by checking the overall condition of your coin. Look for any signs of wear and tear, especially on the key design elements like Lincoln's portrait and the date. Coins in uncirculated condition with sharp details are much more valuable. Next, check for any minting errors or unique varieties, such as the double die or the wide AM versus close AM varieties. You can do this by closely examining the positioning of the letters in America on the reverse, as these errors typically result in a wider or closer spacing between the A and M. Lastly, consider getting your coin professionally graded by a reputable grading service like PCGS, NGC, or ANAX. A high-grade coin with a verified error or unique variety will fetch the highest prices. To wrap up, the 1979 D Lincoln 1-cent penny is a coin that many collectors are interested in, thanks to its potential rarity, minting errors, and unique varieties. While the average penny is worth only a few cents, rare varieties and minting errors can send the price soaring into the thousands, and in some cases, even higher. So, next time you're going through your spare change, keep an eye out for these potentially valuable coins. If you enjoyed this video and want more content like this, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell notification so you never miss an update on rare coins and their values. 1991 D Lincoln 1-cent penny, one that's not only significant in the history of American coinage but also holds the potential for major market value, including a stunning six-figure price tag in some cases. So, why does this seemingly ordinary penny from 1991 have such a remarkable worth? In today's video, we'll explore its current market value, its historical context, and what makes it so special that collectors and investors are willing to pay top dollar for this penny. By the end, you'll see why this coin might just be your ticket to $1 million payday. The 1991 D Lincoln penny was minted in Denver, and while it looks similar to other pennies from this era, it's far from ordinary. You may wonder, what makes this coin so valuable? First off, let's break down the basics. The 1991 D penny features a portrait of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, designed by Victor David Brenner. The reverse showcases the classic Union Shield design. But what really sets this coin apart is its rarity in certain conditions and its appeal to collectors. Now, the 1991 D penny is part of the mass-produced batches from the U.S. Mint, and it is not inherently rare in terms of mintage. Over 5 billion of these pennies were struck, but it's not the quantity that makes this penny valuable. It's the quality, the condition, and the unique imperfections that some of these coins possess. The market for rare coins, especially pennies like the 1991 D, is heavily influenced by a few key factors: rarity, condition, and sometimes even error varieties. One of the most sought-after versions of the 1991 D penny is one with a unique error, such as a double die or a filled die strike. These minting errors can significantly boost the value of a coin. So, let's talk about the current market value of the 1991 D Lincoln penny. At the time of recording, most regular 1991 D pennies in circulated condition are worth only 1 cent. However, when a coin is in uncirculated condition or shows unique errors, its value skyrockets. A 1991 D penny in pristine, uncirculated condition could fetch anywhere from $5 to $20 depending on the demand and the coin's grading. But here's where things get interesting: the real potential for big money lies in the error coins. If you come across a 1991 D penny that features a significant minting error, like a double die or an unusually misstruck design, it can be worth thousands of dollars. Some of these rare error coins have sold for upwards of $10,000 to $50,000, depending on the severity of the mistake and the overall condition of the coin. Now, let's take it a step further. When we talk about the possibility of a $1 million 1991 D penny, we're looking at coins in absolutely pristine condition with major, verified errors. There have been cases where such rare specimens have gone for even higher amounts at private auctions or through collectors who are willing to pay a premium for these one-of-a-kind pieces. In some exceptional cases, coins like the 1991 D Lincoln penny with a significant double die error, in perfect condition, have been valued and auctioned off for up to $1 million. These instances are rare, but they do happen in the world of high-end coin collecting and investment. If you're wondering how to tell if your 1991 D penny is worth more than just a cent, it's all about closely inspecting the coin. Look for any unusual doubling or misalignment in the design, and check for any signs of error in the date or lettering. If you think you found something special, consider getting your coin professionally graded by an expert to determine its value. Now, you might be asking, where can you sell your 1991 D penny if you think it's worth something significant? The best route is through reputable auction houses or directly to collectors through online marketplaces. Be sure to have your coin appraised by a professional before listing it, to ensure you're getting the right value. The world of coin collecting and investing is full of opportunities to find hidden treasures. The 1991 D Lincoln penny may not seem like it's worth much at first glance, but as we've shown today, there's more to this little coin than meets the eye. So, next time you're going through your change, take a moment to look at the pennies. You never know, you might just be holding on to a piece of history worth a fortune. If you found a rare 1991 D penny, let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more insights into the world of coins and their values. 2013 Abraham Lincoln 1-cent penny with no mint mark. Now, at first glance, the 2013 penny might seem like any ordinary coin. After all, it's just 1 cent, right? But the absence of a mint mark on this penny can make it incredibly valuable. You see, in the United States, coins minted in Philadelphia typically don't have a mint mark, but they're usually made in massive quantities. That said, some specific years or unique features can cause certain coins to skyrocket in value. And that's exactly the case with the 2013 no mint mark Lincoln penny. You may be asking yourself, why would a penny from 2013 be worth so much? Well, there are a few key factors that come into play here. First, let's look at the rarity. The U.S. Mint produced most of the 2013 pennies in Philadelphia, which traditionally doesn't put mint marks on coins. However, some collectors have speculated that a small number of these coins could have been struck with minor errors, making them more desirable. The rarity of these no mint mark pennies, combined with their age, causes collectors to hunt for them, driving up the value. Second, the demand for coins like this is always high. Coin collectors love a good challenge, and they're constantly searching for coins with errors or other features that make them stand out from the mass-produced pieces. The absence of the mint mark, a seemingly minor detail, is enough to make this penny a highly sought-after find. So, what does that mean for its value? Well, the current market for a 2013 no mint mark Abraham Lincoln 1-cent penny can vary depending on its condition. If you have one in pristine, uncirculated condition, the value could go as high as $1,000 or more in some cases. But it doesn't stop there. If you find a particularly rare variety of this penny with other unique characteristics or minting flaws, some examples have been known to fetch close to $10,000 or more in auctions. Now, here's where things get even more interesting. Some coin experts suggest that, as time passes and more collectors become aware of this particular coin, its value could continue to rise, potentially reaching millions of dollars in the future. Coins like this, especially ones with no mint marks and other distinctive features, can become incredibly valuable over the long term. Collectors are always looking for coins that represent the missing link in their collections, and as fewer of these pennies are in circulation, their demand only increases. Let's talk about how you can tell if your 2013 penny is the real deal. First off, check the edge and the obverse side of the coin for any unusual wear. A coin in mint condition is key here. Look at the surface for any sign of errors, like doubling or off-center strikes. These small details can make all the difference when it comes to the value of your coin. Now, if you believe you might have a 2013 penny with no mint mark in excellent condition, it's time to get it appraised. You can visit a professional coin dealer or get in touch with a grading service. They'll assess its quality and tell you how much it's worth in today's market. And who knows? You might be holding on to a future $1 million coin. In summary, the 2013 Abraham Lincoln 1-cent penny with no mint mark is not just a piece of change, it's a potential goldmine. While its value today can range anywhere from $1,000 to $10,000, there's a chance that this penny could appreciate over time, especially as it becomes rarer and more coveted by collectors. Keep your eyes peeled, check your change, and you might just find yourself holding a small fortune.